Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and good morning all of you. This is Ashima Shukla, your current affairs and banking awareness faculty on Entry platform, and in this video I'll be talking about all the major news events that have taken place in the past day, and we'll be talking about all those news events which are important from examination point of view, right? So we'll be talking about those news events which will help you, and this is all a theory session, so it's going to be beneficial for all the aspirants no matter which exam you're preparing for. This session is going to be helpful for you. Also, for those who want to practice the questions, for them we have everyday live quiz that happens on Entry app. You can download app from Google Play Store, the link which is provided below, and you can have everyday practice session. Now let's start the discussion with the first news event related to Asian Development Bank. IIFL Home Finance, that is India Infoline Home Finance Limited, which is a housing finance company, has entered into an agreement with Asian Development Bank ADB. Now, what is this agreement associated with, and what is the basis of this agreement? So it is signed to get finance to reduce the carbon emissions, preserve water quality, and have a green building ecosystem in India. And for the same, technical assistance is going to be given by IIFL, whereas the cost, which is approximately 1 million US dollars, which is about 7.4 crore rupees, is the approximate amount that is going to be needed, and the funds are going to be by ADB, or ADB is going to do the funding under the Urban Climate Change Resilience Trust Fund. Now, the additional funds, that is apart from the amount, further funds of approximately 1.5 million US dollars is going to be given by IIFL HFL as well. Now, headquarters of IIFL HFL is in Gurgaon, Haryana. Then we have 2021 Skytrax World Airport Award Ranking. This ranking was released by Skytrax, which is a UK-based airline review consultancy program. And if we talk about the ranking which has been released, the awards were given. Now there are two things that we need to remember over here. One, that is which airports from India and what rank, and then overall a global ranking. So from India we have Mumbai, Hyderabad, Bengaluru, and Delhi. There are four cities or airports which have been marked from India in the world's 100 best airports. Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport was ranked as the world's top 50 best airport in 2021, whereas the ranking, if we talk, although it's in top 50, but what is its ranking? That is going to be 45th. So it was at the 45th position this year. Then coming to Hyderabad, Hyderabad was at 64th rank, Mumbai was at 65th rank, and Bengaluru was at 71st rank, and Delhi was at 45th rank. These are the four airports from India in the ranking. Now, the top rank holder globally was Hamad International Airport, which is of Doha, Qatar, whereas the second rank was of Haneda Airport of Tokyo, and third was of Changi Airport in Singapore. Then we have a few one-liners, starting with the one-liners. G20 Research Minister Meeting 2021 was held virtually from Italy. And from India, we had the Minister of State from Education, that being Subhas Sarkarji, who had represented India in the respective meeting. Northeast Development Finance Corporation Limited signed an MOU with the Federation of Industries of Northeast Region to develop entrepreneurship skills, employment opportunities, and to empower the weak segment of India. So, for all the development prospects in the Northeast segment, this MOU was signed. Now, NEDFI is based in Assam in Dispur, whereas FINER is based in Guwahati in Assam. NSE IFSC Limited, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of NSE, has appointed BSO as its first official international connectivity partner to provide connectivity on a global scale. This announcement has come by National Stock Exchange recently. So, it's going to provide enhanced market demand, support the firms with secure market access at international level, And because of this, Asian, European, and American firms will be able to access Indian markets as well. India will be hosting the first Internet Governance Forum under the theme Inclusive Internet for Digital India from 20th of August. It's a 3-day forum which has been inspired from the Internet Forum of United Nations, and it will be conducted by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, that is MEITY. Durand Cup, which is Asia's oldest and world's third oldest football tournament, it is having a comeback after a year's gap. So, after a gap of around a year that was due to COVID, this is going to be conducted now. It is scheduled to be held in and around Kolkata. It is the 130th edition of this cup, which is going to be organized. Last year, it was cancelled for the first time. Equitas Small Finance Bank has launched Equitech. Equitech is a fintech or financial technology accelerator program for startups to provide legal and regulatory mechanism support to Indian startups through expert solution and venture capitalists. So, startups that are required to be registered before 6 years should have at least 2 years, two full-time employees with team members, and in field of agri-tech, in field of banking tech, energy, in all of these sectors, all the startups are going to be benefited from this scheme. Nagaland was given 7 national awards on the first One Dhan annual awards, which were given recently by TriFed, that is Tribal Cooperative Marketing Development Federation of India. Government of Kerala's non-banking financial company named Kerala Financial Cooperation has launched a funding scheme for startups to support the startups in more and more developmental projects. 28th ASEAN Regional Forum Foreign Ministers meeting was held on 6th of August 2021 under the chairship of Brunei Darussalam recently, and right. Then we have Mumbai's RBL Bank, which has selected Amazon Web Services as a preferred cloud service provider for the same. India and Saudi Arabia are conducting a joint naval exercise, Al Mohed Al Hindi 2021, and it is going to be organized in the Arabian Gulf region, and India is going to be represented by INS Kochi in this. It is the first such joint naval exercise between Saudi Arabia and India. DRDO recently tested a missile Nirbhaya from the integrated testing range at Chandipur on the Odisha coast recently. India's cleanest city, which is Indore, cleanest city for a continuous duration of a longer period of time. It has finally become the first city to be Water Plus certified city under the Swachh Sarvekshan 2021. So, Water Plus certificate is that the city will maintain cleanliness in rivers and drains under its administration, and it has a very efficient system in terms of cleaning and drainage. Facebook and UNICEF has announced their partnership to launch one-year joint initiative to end violence against children with special focus on online safety. So, focusing on that, the recent announcement has come forward that Facebook and UNICEF are going to create a safe environment for children on online as well as offline basis. So, a social media campaign and capacity building for approximately 1 million school children, 1 lakh school children on online safety, digital literacy, and psychosocial support is going to be provided. Quad country navies, which is India, US, Japan, and Australia, they are going to conduct Malabar naval exercise from 21st of August soon, and that is going to be on the coast of Guam in Indo-Pacific region. Harbor phase is from 21 to 24th of August, whereas sea phase is going to be from 25th to 29th of August. Australia had joined this Malabar exercise recently in the last exercise itself, whereas before that, the exercise used to be a trilateral exercise between India, US, and Japan. NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India, has appointed Nupur Chaturvedi as the Chief Executive Officer or CEO of NPCI Bharat Bill Pay Limited recently. And then we have Ajay Kumar Bhalla, whose term period has been extended by a year as a Home Secretary. Kamlesh Kumar Pantji has been appointed as the new chairperson of the National Pharmaceutical Pricing Authority. Rajkumar Rao has been appointed as a brand ambassador for Cashify, a re-commerce marketplace. R.K. Vishnoi ji was appointed as CMD of THDC India Limited. Earth Science Bodies of India and US, they have entered into an MOU to upgrade the monsoon data analysis and weather forecast mechanisms. So, MOU was signed between India's National Institute of Ocean Technology and National Oceanic Atmospheric Administration of USA. These two have come to an agreement, and they are going to improve the monsoon data analysis, develop cooperation on weather forecast, and development in Rama and Omni will improve the weather forecasting between the Ministry of Earth Science and NOAA as well. NABARD, which is National Bank for Rural and Agriculture and Rural Development, has signed an MOU with SBI and Jammu and Kashmir Grameen Bank at the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Now, it was to offer financial assistance to 1,000 joint liability groups. 1,000 joint liability groups are going to be given financial assistance and support credit to tenant farmers, oral lessees, and so on and so forth. Competition Commission of India has approved acquisition of Bikaji Foods International Limited, Lighthouse India, and Lighthouse India 3 Employee Trust recently. Then we have Softworthy, which is Indian American led startup, has won National Science Foundation Innovation Corps Team Award in United States of America, and they were awarded for the project that they showcased on computational methods for modeling, designing, stimulation, printed circuit boards, etc. Indian Air Force has built world's highest mobile air traffic control tower and advanced landing ground in Ladakh recently. And Chhattisgarh has become the first Indian state to recognize community forest resource rights in the urban areas. So, state government has also recognized the community resource rights as well as the state resource rights. With this, we'll be winding up this segment, and I hope this session has been helpful. We'll see you in the next video with more news events. Till then, goodbye, take care, good luck with your preparation, and have a wonderful day ahead.